Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Dan and I'm currently working on a Fiesta ST150 and this Ford Focus RS behind me here, the Mark 1 edition. Today's video we're not going to be working on the cars at all. What I am going to be doing however is showing you how you can stop your nuts from falling out of any sockets, just like this one here. So when you're attaching it to the ratchet, basically it stops the bolt here from falling off and going into your engine bay, which many of us have probably suffered in the past. Right, so this is obviously the engine bay of the Focus, and whenever you're in the car and you're working on bolts or nuts like this one here or these ones here, these are really easy. You undo them, you pull them out. When you need to put back in, you can literally get the bolt, drop it in this way and then tighten it up by hand, and then obviously tighten it up with your torque wrench. However, when working on cars, as we all know, you sometimes get bolts like here which go into the side. So this one, however, would be quite easy to do. What I'm talking about is, for example, on this car here, the inlet manifold is at the back here, and I think there's 4 or 6 bolts, which are probably about this size. When you take these bolts out, it's pretty easy to remove them, because obviously once you've undone it, you leave a little bit of the thread, and then you can unwind it, and then sort of pull it out and put it up here, like most of us probably would do. However, when it comes to fitting the bolts back in, let me just try and show you. You've got the bolt here. You get your 10mm socket that you hopefully never lose, and obviously this easily just sort of falls out. So if you want to try and find out where it goes, you kind of hold this bit here, you can hold it in like that, but it's very easy for this to fall out. So all I'm going to do is show you a trick to stop that from happening. It's no magnets, no nothing like that. It's a really cheap and simple way, and I'm pretty sure everyone's got it in their garage to do it. So if this trick helps you out, now would be a great time to subscribe to the channel and give a like to the video. Yeah! Right, simple as this. There's your bolt, there's your socket. Always going to fall out when you're doing anything on the side like that, or if there are sort of bits that are quite far down in the engine bay and you're trying to sort of just get them in perfectly so you don't cross thread, there is a chance that when you let go, obviously this is going to hold it, but that will obviously fall out like so. However, easy fix. Get yourself a bit of tissue paper, wrap it around the top, push the socket over it, and there you go. That will not fall out. Obviously it depends on how thick of the tissue paper you put on there. I've done that probably about 2 or 3 times, but I mean that is pretty solid. So when you're working in intricate parts of the engine bay, you can easily slot that in, wind it in by hand, and then when you're ready, obviously this will be gripped into the engine bay or whatever. Pop this bit off just like so, not like that, but you get what I mean. Take the tissue off, and then where this is stuck in the car, you can then wind it in nice and easy. And that's it, you don't lose the bolts, which is obviously a common problem I think we all suffer from at some point. Drop the bolt, it goes into the engine bay, and you've got to spend 25 minutes to half hour looking for it, and it ends up being on the floor or just anywhere. So that's it. It's quite simple, it's quite an easy little trick to do. Like I say, you've got your bolt, you've got your socket, normally falls out, grab your tissue paper, whack it on there, done, and that's never going to fall out, and it just makes life a lot easier. I know it's obviously not the prettiest way of doing it, but it's probably the cheapest way of doing it. I don't know if they do magnetic versions of these. I've never really seen them, but I can only imagine they're going to be pricey, and for what you need it for, to do up like 6 bolts maybe, probably not worth buying magnetic ones of these. Everyone's got tissue paper lying around in their garage. So that's it really. It's just a nice easy simple fix. Stops you dropping bolts, stops you getting stressed out when you're working on engine bays. So if you're new to the channel and you've just come across this video, if you take a look at all my other videos, you'll see me working on the Focus. I don't do too much of that just for the minute because it needs quite a bit of work, but I have been working quite a lot on the Fiesta ST150. I'm going to try and do a few little sort of tips and tricks, stuff that I've learned over the years that when working in the garage, just little ideas that sort of help you guys out where possible. To anyone that has watched my last video, I'm just going to show you now. Right, so in my last video what I've done is installed this 3-drawer system here for the Halfords Industrial Toolkit. So obviously I'll link it up here somewhere so you can go and watch that. And I did say in the end of that video I'm going to try and tidy up. Now what I have done is I've given myself a bit more room down the side of the garage here. I fitted some more shelves just up here. Obviously I've got to sort all that out because it's just all rubbish and it's sagging a bit just there. So the main thing what I've done in here was to tidy up this sort of area because it's just full of rubbish, and also up here was full of just junk and stuff. So now as you can see, as it pans up, just got my axle stands up there, some paint for the fences, a few more cleaning bits and bobs. This is all stuff that I've left out really, sort of where I'm working on the shelves. I've just got a few more hooks and pieces that I need to put onto the walls. So that's it for today. Just a nice short and sweet video. It's more really to show you the tip on that. So I did feature that in one of my other videos where I fixed the thermostat housing on the Fiesta. And obviously I thought, well, I only really get sort of 600 to 700 views on that video. So I thought, why not post it as an actual video, make a video out of it. It's a small tutorial that will help hopefully quite a few people out. So I'm not sure what the next video is going to consist of. I am looking at changing all of the lights and stuff in this garage as well, because they're not really that good. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.